I'm with my friend Mary Vargo, who is the horticulture agent in Greenville, and she has this super chaotic yard, and she loves to mix colors and textures, and everybody's getting married because for so long we weren't having any weddings, so we thought we'd get you to come make a bouquet.
Yeah, no, I brought a lot of materials. I like to have quite a bit to choose from, makes it interesting. So yeah.
A full palette.
Absolutely, and I try to kind of stay within, you know, same kind of color family, a little bit of accents here and there, but yeah, I got this great eucalyptus that I think is going to be a great sort of filler foliage. And, you know, some people like something grand and kind of crazy for the bouquet, and I never really decide how it's going to look until I start it. I just go until it looks okay.
And this is interesting because I always put the foliage in last.
Do you?
Yeah,
I kind of like to build from, because I like to see it, and then I like to peek things in here and there.
It's just funny how we all work differently.
Yeah, exactly. But I like to kind of sort of get my focal flowers in first. These roses are really nice to kind of center things in.
You and I spent some time when you got here cleaning. These roses were nice. They didn't have thorns on them too bad, but we actually reduced the size of the rose a little bit. We just took some of the petals off.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you can't do that. If they're too big, then just go in there and say, just take some petals off.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. I mean, I just kind of add as I go.
And anything like that you can save for the little flower girl to throw when she
absolutely
when she walks
yeah
down.
No, you just kind of remove the foliage or the outer petals if they're a little brown. You can still use them. I mean, roses have so many
there are a lot
layers.
of choices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So when you're building this, it can kind of look awkward if you're using it by hand, but just kind of keep loosening your grip.
Okay.
I think the goal is to just don't hold them too tight.
Yeah.
Because things look a little rigid. So sometimes you have to do a little bit of adjusting. And sometimes if I want a form that I'm going for, I'll use chicken wire at the base, because that kind of gives me, I'm able to create the form that I actually want with a bouquet.
But then you've got, that's kind of awkward a little bit.
Absolutely.
To hold and cover, so.
Yeah, so
this one will just be a little more relaxed.
Yeah, it'll just be kind of carefree, and
I
it'll
love
probably
this little
change.
teeny tiny, that's fun, tulip.
Isn't that tulip really cute?
Wonderful colors.
Yeah,
I can tell that you like this color palette.
Right?
Enjoy using it.
Well,
yeah.
I try to stay within that sort of same color or whatever, but I like to mix in unusual or wildflower type flowers within a bouquet. It gives it a little bit more of a unstructured look to it. So these are some cornflowers that I grew in my backyard. So some of these I picked up at the florist shop, and some local flowers from back home in Greenville.
Yes.
Some beautiful ranunculus.
Oh, ranunculus.
That the growers have done such a good job of growing.
And often certain flowers like ranunculus don't ship well, and so y'all are so fortunate because you've got some local outlets. There's a big push towards people farming flowers.
Absolutely. We have a really great group of flower farmers in the upstate, very active, and we have, Greenville's a huge place for weddings, so they stay very busy with supplying the florist with beautiful, beautiful flowers that you just can't find at your local florist. So it really gives your bouquet and your look and everything else just a really unique sort of look. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it reflects where you are, which is so much fun.
Yeah, so once I kind of get to this stage, I kind of have to switch hands a little bit because it gets a little too busy.
Yeah.
So then I'll just do some adjusting. Some things will fall through. I'll just pick them back up, move them around until I kind of like where the shape is
It's kind of coming together.
It's coming there. Yeah, you got to do some adjustments, but that's kind of natural. You just kind of keep playing with it until you get that shape that you want. I think I need some more white in here just to balance things out.
Some beautiful white ranunculus too.
Yeah, no, they're super great. And then something a little bit, so we've got a lot of big shapes in here.
We do.
So we've got that eucalyptus looking nice. So I'm going to add in some more filler flowers to kind of break up the larger shapes in this and give it a little bit more of a airy feel.
Oh, very nice.
Uh-oh, I broke that tulip. Well, that's okay. We got more.
We got another.
We'll add another one.
Yeah, that's not the most flexible of stems.
No,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
sometimes when you add in a whole lot, you just got to keep moving with it. But this is when something like that chicken wire will come in handy.
But then you got that big piece of chicken wire you got to try to wrap up. And
it can get a little out of control. Let's see. How's that looking? I think we need to bring in some more fillers in there, maybe some more greenery too. Okay, so we're at a point where we got a lot in here. What do you think it needs? I think it looks pretty balanced. We've got a nice sort of balance of frilly, big things.
These and these complement each other
They
well.
do.
As
I think
far
I
as
want to add in some more colors maybe at the bottom.
Okay.
Let's see. Add that in to echo that.
Yeah.
Usually, if you have something sort of larger and you always want to put one piece in, sometimes that doesn't work for little small accent pieces. So if I put something like this stock in, that smells incredible.
It does. It smells wonderful.
It kind of still balances it out a little bit.
Yeah, I think you got enough.
Without looking too busy. But I think I like that. So I will wire it up. So this is sometimes the hardest part.
And you and I both know that with our Felcos, there's a little place at the bottom where you cut wire so that you don't ruin your blades.
Absolutely.
Which is really important. Yeah.
Yeah, mine are all rusted and I will leave them out.
I know.
I
forget
so
them.
many
I get
times.
sidetracked and I leave them sitting on the
And
steps.
thank God they're red, you know,
Yeah.
otherwise I wouldn't be able to find them. A tool that I really love though, do you have a soil knife?
No, I don't have a soil knife.
It's like
I use my Drexel Sawzall to cut holes in the ground.
I love my soil knife.
But I
am
have a lot of tree
obsessed
roots.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But that thing is so handy. It's super sharp. I've been dividing a lot of my perennials this year, and it just saws right through them.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
super
so does
fun.
the Drexel Sawzall.
Yeah. So then at this point, you
like
kind of,
it.
I think
Yeah.
it looks great. So I'm just going to get the stems all one level. You can kind of, if you like a little bit of longer stem, you can definitely cut them long, but since they're all a little bit different shapes and sizes,
If you need a hand, just holler.
I think we're good on this. So then I'm going to hand this to you.
Alrighty.
And we'll get the ribbon. Got quite a bit of different
got a lot of fun
colors
to
and
choose.
textures. And I like the long sort of look. It gives it a really nice romantic feel to it. Let's see. So I think we should tie all these things in here.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and if you want to trim some of the ribbons, you can, but I kind of like leaving it dangling. You just want to cover that wire up.
Yes,
So that's usually what I'm aiming for there. And then if you want to do some adjustments, bring some up, just be real careful since you already
don't
put it
want
in
to snap
there.
the stem.
Don't want to snap the stem.
Not at this point. Yeah.
But you just want to make sure all the flowers are on display. You're able to see them. And then there you have it. Hopefully your DIY bouquet is, you're happy with it. And
I think it's
and wanting
perfectly
to-
lovely.
Yeah, look at there.
Isn't that beautiful?
That looks nice.
Yeah. Just great, great fun.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's do this some more.
Yeah, absolutely.